All right, we're back. A few more minutes here with the guys in Adrenaline Mob, and then we'll let them get out of here. They've had a eventful and busy day with their first ever live performance here in New York City. And I know we have people listening all over the place who are getting ready for new music and concert dates and everything. That's all to come for you guys. It'll come in time, I imagine, right? You're still kind of feeling your way and figuring out the schedule.
Yeah, we got offers to do some stuff, and we're just kind of, we're going to make the right decisions, and we'll. But it's very soon, very soon.
How is this going to work around? I know three of you. I mean, Mike plays with a bunch of different people. Portnoy does a bunch of stuff. Russell, you have Symphony X. You have a brand new album out.
Yes.
Which I didn't even get a chance to get to, but we'll do that another time. And then Rich, you're getting ready to go over and do stuff with Jericho with Fozzy, right? You're leaving like any day, right?
Yeah, we leave Monday.
So you're doing Sonosphere and some of the big festivals in Europe, right?
Yeah, we'll be there for 3 weeks.
So with that, and Mike Orlando, you have your solo stuff, which we talked about earlier as well. Yeah. And so considering all that stuff, where is this going to slot in the world of what you all do outside of Adrenaline Mob? I mean, obviously, you're just going to have to balance both things, or how's it going to work?
Yeah, we got to balance both things, but I think that the most important thing is when you start a fire, if you pour enough gasoline on it, it's going to get really big. So we're going to pour as much gas in this thing as possible. And if it starts to really, take off, then we're all in. You know what I mean? All in. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying kind of is that the success of this, the level of success of this will kind of dictate the level of commitment to it from everybody.
No.
In terms of the schedule.
No, everybody's committed to doing this. Okay, there's always going to be scheduled things, but for example, like you can't go out like for Symphony X, for example. We've never actually gone out and like toured a year straight. We all have families, all this other kind of stuff. We usually have we'll be out for 4 weeks, and that's like a long time for us. And then we're home for 4 to 5 weeks, and then we're out for 4 weeks. And so, at this moment, there's a lot of gaps in the schedule. So for me with this, but I think we all can agree that if some opportunity comes our way and it's something that's just you can't, it's a once in a lifetime or something like this, we're going to do it. I got a solo album too that I got to finish, but I've been working on that for 4 years. So who the hell cares?
Is that out?
No, it ain't out. It's going to be though. It's that's signed.
You're worse than Portnoy. You got 100 things going on too.
Well, no, and yes, but the thing was with me, I started to get this. I just wanted to keep working. I think the real thing for me, with doing this with these guys is I wanted to get in something else that was genuine, another real band. I never really did anything else except for Symphony X, and for me, I just wanted to break away from, like you were saying, the prog thing and do something more rock, something that's more about from my roots, and I love these guys. These are really genuine guys, and honestly, the Rich Ward story, I didn't even listen to him play. I watched an interview on YouTube that he was doing with somebody because I wanted to know what kind of guy he was. You know what I mean? And the beauty of it was he is the rock in this band. I got to tell you, this guy is steady Freddy, And when I heard him play, I was like, gold. I'm like, perfect, because I didn't want to get involved in anything with something that I wasn't really feeling that these guys are my friends, man. All these guys are really, these are my friends.
Well, I got that vibe for sure watching you guys play tonight, and it definitely was not a vibe that you can easily get with a band like this that would be put together, where you've got these stellar musicians, everybody's kind of got this history that they're known for other things, and you could look at it and say, oh, it's a quick money grab, these guys are just trying to get together and trade off their names. No, I honestly did not get that vibe at all. No. It felt real, and it felt like a band, and there was a point, and I turned around to Eric, and I actually said this during the show, where I saw Mike Orlando's face and smile, and I said, this is a look of a guy, and you tell me if I'm reading this right, Mike, but I said, this is a look of a guy on stage that's finally like, you almost had a look in your face, kind of like in your smile, that was like, man, I finally got something here. Oh, I mean, was I reading that right? There were moments you just broke out grinning ear to ear.
Well, this is like a dream band to me. I mean, I've always played with monster players, but
You're
this
way
goes
off the
beyond
map, friend.
It goes beyond
Larry
anything.
Monster.
I mean, me and him have been writing for
Like
4 years now,
yeah,
and so he's one of my best friends. I love him dearly, but you know, I feel the same about Mike now, and I mean, he's just amazing. Forget about his drumming.
Well, I thought you were talking about Piazza.
He is amazing.
No,
oh my
it's just-
God!
Russell already had his moment with him. So
Rich,
you know.
Rich leaned over and said, "He's a tall drink of water now, isn't he?"
No, I do. It's honestly, I can't hold back my happiness. I just get up there, I'm smiling, I'm having a good time. That's just me. I'm like that all the time, and yeah, it's
And
an
it's
honor.
got
for a second, he was
to
gonna say-
feel great to know too, though, that I mean, after working at this on your own for so long,
Yeah.
writing songs and everything,
Yeah.
that you were able to surround yourself with something like this. Not only where there's obviously a friendship, but that
Yeah.
there is actually great players. I mean, that's a unique thing. There's a
It's
lot of
an
guys
honor,
in
yeah.
bands that hate each other.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to be in this at all if I didn't, love all the guys and stuff. And that's why we have so much fun on stage.
Yeah.
Because it's natural, 100% natural. There's nothing contrived. Well, we're going to do this. Why don't we do this? We don't. We just go for it.
Yeah.
And Mike Portnoy, step up there for a second. One more minute there.
Yes.
I would be my entire listenership and audience would want to lynch me up if I didn't ask you this question. So bear with me.
Oh, here we go.
No, I mean, listen, we're going around the horn talking
No,
about
you
everybody's
give
other
it to me.
thing.
Whatever you're my bro. Whatever
I
you
know,
want to
and
know.
I'm not going to kill you on it. But what are your thoughts about your former band and your replacement? we have 45 minutes if you want all of it.
My mom said if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, wait until the microphones are off. I don't know. What am I going to say? Dream Theater was my baby for 25 years, and I poured my heart and soul into everything that band did. And, it's a little sad for me to see exist without me in it. I would have preferred a little break or hiatus. I mean, that's really all I asked for. You know the story. You've heard it a
everybody
million
knows the
times.
story,
I just needed a break, and I wished that we could have just simply taken a break rather than a split. So it didn't unravel the way I would have chosen, but you know what? What am I going to do? I'm not looking backwards. I'm looking forwards. And there's a lot of things that have gone on in the last year that it's tough to swallow sometimes. But at the end of the day, I am truly happy with these guys, and I have other things going on that you know about that as well, and a lot of different things going on. And everything I'm doing now, it makes me happy. And I need to be happy with what I'm doing. And I had 25 great years with those guys, and I love them all as brothers. And what can I say?
The only other thing I'll ask you about it is because I know he said very nice things about you in taking the drum stool in the band is Mangini.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that? Because you and him were friends, right?
Yeah, I've known Mike forever. I had him up on my kit with me back in 2002, and we did at a Dream Theater show and did like a dual drum solo together. I've known Mike for a long time, and
I think
I
I even told you this years ago when we were talking about drummers, and I had said I'd seen him play with I think Gary Sharon, and I was like I didn't even know about him, and I asked you about him. You're like, yeah.
Oh, I've always talked about how great a drummer he is. There's no question about it. And as soon as this went down with Dream Theater, I told you right from the get-go. I mean, there's a million great drummers out there. I knew Dream Theater would get a great drummer. There's millions of great ones out there. What can I say? I you know what? I've said, and my biggest fear in saying anything right now is that no matter how heartfelt my words are, they end up getting twisted to a blabbermouth shock blurb the next day. So no matter what I say right now, I'm going to be in trouble.
I can relate to that because that's what happens to me every time I say anything about Kiss.
So I don't know.
My favorite band, and that's what happens to me all the time.
Mike's an amazing drummer, and I'm curious as anybody else to hear what they do and see what they do. I just wish it would have been with me. Maybe just a little while down the road, but it's not the way it played out. So
well,
okay.
I don't think, and no disrespect to Mangini, who I think is amazing as well, but I don't think there's nobody that I've talked to who doesn't think that some way, some shape, somewhere down the line, that you're going to be back in that band. I mean, I just think that it's inevitable. It's got to happen at some point for what I mean. Think of that reunion tour. Think of those T-shirts. Think of that merch, And I'm not saying that's what would drive it, but I'm just saying I think it would be a moment that a lot of people would really. It's funny because people know what good friends we are, and now everywhere I go, people will just come up to me. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is a true story. A week ago, I'm at a funeral. In the church. And a guy is standing there waiting to go up to the casket with me. A friend's dad had died. And a guy I don't know, and he pulls my shirt collar as I'm standing there, like a step away from the casket.
What was he, like 4 feet tall?
Listen,
hey, Mr. Trump.
No. It's this whole somber moment. He gets up in my ear. I don't know the guy, and he goes, Eddie, big fan. Hey, Portnoy, man, what's up with that? I swear to God.
It's like the scene out of a movie.
Funeral. I'm a step away from paying final respects, and he's in my... What's up with Portnoy and Dream Theater, man? What happened there? And I'm in a church. I'm like, I just turn around to the guy. I'm like, we're in a funeral, dude.
4 metal shows and a funeral.
Yeah, it was hysterical. But it's just funny that wherever I go, people kind of, because you were the face of that band. So obviously people are still kind of scratching their head about it. And I know you said everything you want to say. I'm not hammering you on it, but it's important that people hear from you about it because this is your new thing, what we're talking about tonight.
You know what? You can't change the past and, accept the things you cannot change and all those... all those slogans, they're the truth. Here's where we are. Here's where I am right now. I just got to look forward and be as positive and happy as possible. And I am. I mean, everything that's going on with my career, different projects, Adrenaline Mob, it's all good stuff that I'm really happy with, really satisfied with, and happy doing, Well, I'm getting to do a lot of different things. I got a metal thing, a prog thing. It's just getting it out there and playing and keeping myself happy with lots of other great players. And what we got here with Adrenaline Mob is something I'm truly, truly excited about.
That was my big motivation too, man. Just wanting to get out and do stuff and play with him. With Portnoy, we've been talking about it forever. So it's like this is perfect timing, man. I think It's great.
Well, and that's the thing, and that's what I think is really nice and really cool about Adrenaline Mob is that for all of you guys, it's bringing a little something different to the table for you. Everybody's finding something in this that as a unit, it really pays off. As I said earlier in the beginning of this interview with Mike, I was really happy. Portnoy, I was really happy for him tonight because here he is. And we didn't touch on Avenged, but obviously there's that was a weird situation. I think a little bit at the end there for you. So, but you stepped in and did a remarkable job with that band and the record and everything. You won Drummer of the Year or whatever. We tweeted out a picture. What was it? The Golden Gods. What was that? What?
No, I'm just trying to be modest. But yeah, I did, if you're really taking tabs, I mean, I won the Golden God and MVP and Modern Drum, but who's counting it?
Yo, man, we were prophetic in that because did he tell you about? Did he
What
tell you
do you
about the
think of me?
Did he tell you about the birthday song we sent him?
Let's talk about me.
No.
No. It was his birthday.
Was that
your birthday?
Right? Oh, the Golden God Awards.
Yeah.
It was my birthday. Yeah.
So
I was with Eddie the next day.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that? We were at my place, the Shanty Shack, and we didn't know that he won. So, but we did like a thing from the Van Halen team, Bomba-dee-da,
Happy Joe's.
Yeah, we happy birthday to you, and Mike Portnoy with 3 syllables. It's like, so we sang. We did it all in barbershop, and we mailed it to him. And what was that? Who cares about who cares about how old that you are getting? You are a golden god, so keep jet setting. 2, 3.
That's
and
when
I didn't know if we won it yet. And then we found out that he won it, and then he freaking heard the tune.
That's when I knew I was in a band with some really cool guys. The fact that on my birthday they recorded a birthday song and sent it to me, I was whoa. Blacking out here.
Paul DeLeo just walked back in. He's trying to get intimate with everybody in here and turn all the lights out.
You never find.
What are you doing out there, Paul? Paul drifted away for an hour. He came and turned the lights out. All right, it's getting late. Time to go home. Just want to go home.